Hello, my name's Joel, and today I'll be talking about the FX basics in regards to volume times and market impact news. Before we start, I'd just like to point you towards the disclaimer. Trading CFDs in currencies and FX is a high-risk product and that you can lose more than your initial investment. Just taking a note of those disclaimers. So today I want to talk about the FX session times, when those are, how the Aussie fits in as well in the global scheme of things. High volume times are when the highest volume is sort of experienced in the market, and then the high level news that affects the Aussie dollar during the Aussie session. So some news announcements and things like that will pay a big impact on the Aussie dollar pricing. Provide some useful news and tools through websites, so websites that I use as well, and some helpful tips at the end for trading around news events. So the FX session times, so starting in Sydney in the morning, so 7 till 4 p.m. So this is all based in Sydney time, and then so Tokyo comes in the mid-morning, and then in the afternoon London comes online, and then New York during the night trading session, and then back into the morning. So around the highest time that volume is experienced is between 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. So around these times is when the Tokyo market is ending and the London market is coming on, and also when the London market starts to close as well and the New York market starts to open. So between those times is generally when the highest volume is experienced in the market. So some high level news events that happens during the Australian session that impacts the Aussie dollar. The RBA interest rate decision, when it's released, is the first Tuesday of every month except January at 2:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. The impact of this is that unexpected lift in rates will most likely push the Aussie dollar higher and vice versa. The RBA minutes of interest rate meeting, when it's released, is 2 weeks after the interest rate decision at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and the impact is that the traders are looking for details that may reveal the RBA's outlook on future rates in the economy. The labour force data, or the unemployment rate, is released by the ABS on the second Thursday of each month at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and the impact is a higher than expected unemployment number will most likely send the Aussie dollar lower. The Chinese manufacturing PMI is released the first day of each month at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and that includes weekdays as well. So the impact of that is that a stronger than expected number will likely send the Aussie dollar higher. The Consumer Price Index, CPI or inflation, is released at 11:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time of the fourth Wednesday of the month after the end of each quarter. So an example, for the June quarter, data will be released in July. The impact of that is that a higher than expected number will most likely push the Aussie dollar higher. The HSBC Chinese Flash Manufacturing PMI is released 8 days before the Chinese Manufacturing PMI at 11:45 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and the impact of this is that the number is an estimate of what the PMI number will be the following week. As an example, the HSBC Chinese PMI data was released at 11:45. The number was higher than forecasted, so seeing a chart for the Aussie US dollar that the Aussie has gone up. So that's been positive news. It's been released, and there's been a large impact in the pricing of the Aussie dollar. So just for two in the US as well is the non-farm payrolls, sensitive data that's released in the US, and the FOMC meeting as well. Investors are looking for keywords in those reportings from the Federal Reserve, giving indications of future results and future decisions. There's some useful tools and website that I use myself. So there's dailyfx.com and forexfactory.com. So both these websites have fairly robust calendars. There's a lot of detail in previous announcements. They have upcoming announcements, their times, what the forecast is, previous results as well, and you also can click on it for more information as well about the announcement and take you directly to that website. So those are two really handy websites if you're looking to find out the different news announcements, if you're looking to trade a specific set of announcements, whether it's high sensitive information or you're looking at data for low information as well. So also some tips for trading news and events. Number one is to use conservative leverage when trading around news. If a news result comes out and it's unexpected and the direction of the trend is unfavorable, then that can move quite rapidly. So use conservative leverage. Identify the direction and strength of the trend, so the news that comes out, the impact that it has of that result, and the strength in which it's moving in that direction. So be careful of the volatility. So you can see rapid price movements around sensitive news as well, some price spikes. So just being aware as well that it is, if you're trading sensitive news, that you can see a lot of volatility around that trading time, even before and after. So last but not least, stick to your trading strategy. Stick to the rules that you've set. Don't let your emotions get in the way of your trading strategy. PhillipCapital offers an FX CFD platform, so it's a zero commission and spreads from 0.3 is our offering. We're fully regulated by ASIC and we're STP as well, so straight through processing. We don't take the other side of your trade. We don't B-book our clients. We're backed by PhillipCapital as a global brand, so $35 billion in assets under management and custody, having over 1 million clients globally, and we're in 15 countries across the globe. If you'd like to contact us, our contact details are there as well. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Also, if you'd like to open an account